Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Watchpoint Haven broadcast tonight. This is Rocky Top 76 coming at you. I'll be calling all the action tonight. We're waiting for the Rogue Knights and Legion to get their readies, and then we'll jump into game and get this thing started. See some activity going on in the Trash Talk channel between Sam, Kenny Cat, getting a little pre-game words in here. Looks like it's a surprise that Nation has joined the Rogue Knights. This happened last week. Sam's just now becoming aware of that. I think we're just waiting for... So we got the ready from Rogue Knights. Let's make sure Legion's good to go. And we'll get things started here. We're going to be playing on Ilios, Numbani, Temple of Anubis, Rialto, and Busan tonight. And looks like both teams are ready, so we'll jump on in. Maybe. And let's see which of the three maps we'll get to get things started. And we get the lighthouse. So the rogues are playing with their team theme accounts tonight, so we'll go over this at least once here. Rogue Daxus is Cat. Rogue Juggernaut is Eldritch. Seeb is obviously Sean. Nation's not got an account yet. He should be leveling that up with the double XP. He needs to get on that. Chaotic is also playing on his main account tonight. And Yellow is Rogue Corona. So we play this map against Legion. I need healing, and Nice Starling is able to get a point super quick. So let's see, and got us a couple of us on the boop there. So let's see if she's able to do that here off the bat, coming to point from Legion standpoint.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're going to see double shield from the Rogue Knights, and we're going to see ball Rhine for Legion. It looks like Rogues are going to get there after Legion. No, Rogues got there first. And the first one down is Rogue Corona. It's a big pick early, but then Phoenix is able to counter back and get the tanks. Chaos gets 2 on the charge here. We get Sean and also Chaotic. And Legion takes the first point. Kitty getting three kills there, I think I saw. Go for the field. And we got Red Dog on the Junkrat. Double Junkrats. Chaotic and Red Dog tonight. Always good to see more junk. Red Dog goes off, got pulled there by Eldritch. And they're kind of pushing to point on that. The ball is in there waiting. I guess nobody. There was a good try by Solus. Good slam, but Rogue's already picked 2. Down goes the third from Nation on the Reaper. And then Sean finishes off Knight with a right hand. Rogues are going to push out, see if they can get some staggers here. And looks like Red Dog and Sam are a little bit pushed up. The rest of the team is now getting up there. Oh, but Kenny's able to pick Cat on top of the building. That's a big pick to get this push started. Legion's going to try to push in on that. Big slam by the ball. Disrupts everything, but here comes a tire. Able to get 2. Red Dog gets 2 plus of mine. And Legion's going to take it back here. Really close start with back and forth between these two teams. Nation gets staggered a little bit there by Red Dog. Not terribly bad. And we got the team pushing up that coalescence here to kind of push back some. Chaos charges off there. Then the ult from Sean. He's going to go down. Red Dog picks 2 more. Big plays by Junkrat here. The Rogue's only got about 3 in this fight. Nation's pushing to point. Kenny picks off Chaotic during the tire. That's feels bad for sure. Knight gets a boop on to Cat, who switched to the Mora. Kenny gets Nation with Dynamite. And the Rogues are being pushed back here by Legion. It looks like that might be enough. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to touch. Doesn't look like it. Yellow's trying on the outside, but there's a Bob waiting here as if anybody made it. So Legion will take the first map.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
Oh shit. That was my fault. And we'll see if they want to make any subs here. Like Sean has got some lag going on. Let's see if everybody's ready to restart. Alright, looks like both teams are ready. So we're going to restart the map here after my screw up. It was a good first round back and forth there. Legion was able to push the Knights out, get a couple of staggers there on the last push, and we're able to walk away with Lighthouse. And let's see what Jeff gives us this time around. So we're going to do Lighthouse again, it looks like. Sean was having some lag there. We're going to switch him out for E-Boy Uwu. And we'll try this again.
Ready for battle.
And it looks like they're going to have a pretty similar approach here as they did the first time. I see Chaotic on the Tracer. I think he played Junkrat the first round. And looks like the same lineup for the most part for Legion.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Let's see who gets to point this time around. And got Knight going around for the boops here. Let's see. She gets none. Almost got one, looked like there. Super close on that. Red Dog gets a pick on to Phoenix's Tracer to get things started here. And we've got Chaos charging into point and just swinging like he normally does. And Legion's aggressive style here seems to be paying off. Eldritch is able to get a pick on the Junkrat and gets knocked out the back window. I think they'll finish him off. He actually is going to jump off here to avoid the ult charge. It's a smart move before Legion's able to kind of finish him off there. Alright, so Legion takes the first push again. And the Knights will reset here for their second push and the second team fight. The Knight is over here patrolling, waiting, looking for the team to show up. Trying to get another boop. Phoenix is able to pick Kenny. That's a big pick to get started here. A lot of chaotic fighting going on. Nation's on point. Cat's able to pick the Junkrat off that time around. Sam is trying to get some value on point, but nobody there to follow up. And Legion's kind of backing off here, but Knight comes in to stall as well as Solus on the ball. And I think this is going to be the Rogue Knights fight. Yep, and they do take the point at 47% here. These teams are continuing the back and forth. It seems to be a pretty even match so far tonight. Here comes Knight Starling for the next push for Legion. The ball drops mines on point. There's a lot of damage here. And then Night Starling's going to use beat, and that's Legion's going to take it back pretty quick here, I think. Great mines dropped there by Solus, and he's also able to boot Cat off point on the Mora. And then Legion just comes in super aggressive with ults and is able to take that right back. So we're up to 55-27 so far in this match. Right, the Knights are going to be resetting here. Cat's kind of pushed up a little bit here, getting some scouting in to see what's going on. Chaotic Phoenix is also doing the same over here. He's trying to get some flank. I think Legion sees him though. Kenny's got pretty good eyes from that point of view, and he's going to push back onto point. Play a little safer here as Legion gets up to about 80%. Looks like the Knights are trying to play to get Kenny first, but he's already dropped back to point ahead of them. And now they're kind of pushing in here at 90%. Ooh, Red Dog 2 picks there, and he's got a tower out and takes a third out. Both healers down now. Bob's on point here. Probably to close things out, it's just the D.Va, and that'll do it. She finds the trap at the door, and Bob helps take her down. So Legion takes that one again. Very similar to the first time around. It was a pretty close fight. Pretty similar to the first map. So now we'll go to everybody's favorite, the Well, and we'll see how many boops the Well could claim today. So Rogue Knights are going over to the pharmacy this time around with also a Hanzo and double shield. And it looks like Red Dog's going to move over to McCree, and Solus is going to be on with the pulled pork with Chaos and Hog and Orisa. Legion is going to get to point about the same time as Rogue Knights this time. We've got 2 for the Knights up on the back. You got Night Starling looking around for boops. And they're all kind of trying to turn on her here. But in the process, Rogue E-Boy gets hooked and goes down the well, I think. They're trying to avoid everything. Rogue Corona gets Sam there on the boop. Oh, Eldritch almost falls in. Knight is there. They're finally able to get her. And that's going to definitely take some pressure off the back line, but Solus is still trying to get the hooks. Chaos is backing off now, and it looks like they're going to give this up to Rogue Knights versus just giving them more ult charge here. Speaking of ult charge, Nation's over here kind of pelting them on the right as they come back to point. He's up to about 69% of his ult charge now. And Cat's the closest to her ult, and Sam both are right in the 90s area. Nation's already jumped up to about 88. Legion's kind of pushing in. Kenny's able to get a pick on Yellow, but Cat's able to res it real quick and get back to the team here. Both teams kind of in a standoff and using ults to basically clear point, and it looks like Legion's going to take this one. Someone is stalling out here. It was Yellow, but he gets hooked and then finished off by Kenny. Nice shot there in the well. Alright, well, Legion is kind of pushing up here. About half the team is trying to keep the Knights back. Chaotic's taking some shots there with the Hanzo, and looks like the Knights are going to move around here to the left side this time on the push. Avoid the well a little bit more, and they're going to kind of push up now to the mid. And, oh, huge hook there on the Nation, and then Kenny finishes him off. That hook was insane by Solus. Here comes some dragons. It's a good placement to split the team. Sam's kind of here alone, backs off, but they didn't push up on it. So they're just going to play the long game here and just kind of wear him down. It looks like you just got Roadhog and McCree left. McCree's kind of coming around for a flank and then thinks otherwise after Nation gets back to point here and is putting some pressure on. Chaotic probably has vision over here. You can kind of see what's going on. He's taking some shots across. Kind of out on his own. Roadhog moves up to kind of put some pressure. Oh, got the hook on him, and he makes him pay for that. It's a big pick for Legion to get started here on this point. The Rogues are kind of fighting behind while Chaos is contesting point here. Oh, we got some justice from Nation. Able to get one, but also Kenny gets him right back. That Orisa is going to make it a little bit harder for Legion to sustain on point. But there's a big hook, and there goes the other Orisa as Eldritch goes into the well. Solus on that Roadhog with the hooks. He is lights out. They're going to wear down shields here. The Knights are kind of just basically stalling things out, and then Kenny brings in Bob to kind of push things back. I think that's going to be it. Oh, wow. Yellow gets two, though, before it's over. So it's going to give the Knights a few more minutes. Cat goes in and gets a couple more ticks. The E-Boy is back up from the res, and what a great hold there by Rogue Knights. It looked like it was lost, you know, and a res like that just basically turned the game there, along with those boots from Yellow. Alright, so Legion's got ults this time coming in with the Lucio, and then they've got a counter on the other side with Rogue Knights. Big rock onto the Orisa, and he's getting contested over here by Lucio in the back line. Legion's able to take it back. Cat's a little bit stuck here between the shields. There's a lot of pressure going on the right side. They're just trying to help get their teammates off point, I think, at this point. And they should probably drop back and regroup. Nation's going to get picked here, and then hopefully, yeah, the rest of the team's going to wait it out. So Kenny's moved over to the Reaper this time, a little bit up more close and personal to the Rogue Knights. There's a lot going on there with the Lucios, and now you got a Reaper to worry about on top of that. We'll see if the Knights can push in here on this left side again. It looks like Legion's moved up. They're not going to let him get position this time. Try to catch him in the hallway. You got a big ult there by Red Dog. Takes down Chaotic and Eldritch. Cat's going to get a res off on to Chaotic, but he's just going to go right back down from Kenny's headshot on the Reaper, and I don't think Rogue Knights are going to make it back. Wow, what a great fight. 99 to 99, and it looks like Legion's going to take it. All right. So Legion won Lighthouse twice, but only once really counted, so, but they'll take away this first map here on Ilios. Play the game by Solus on the Wrecking Ball, despite all those hooks. Yeah, these mines wore down the team quite a bit, and it was a quick take, and he got the boop at the end there onto Cat. You see Yellow on that one take, he got two. Was able to keep Rogue Knights on point there to get it out to 99, but the rest of the cards go to Sam, Kenny, and Solus, who put in a lot of work on that map. Alright, so if you're just joining us, it's 1 0 to Legion. That was the first map, Ilios, and we're going to be going to Numbani next. Pardon me as I get things switched around here. And we'll check with the teams for subs. So I believe Knight's going to be coming over from Legion to Rogue Knights for this map. And she's going to be going in. And there's one more to come out, is it? Corona is going to be going out for this one. I know we all wish that Corona would go away, but this is the best I can do. And we're going to see Whales Are Cool, which is better known as Rinse Wash. I'll check with the teams to see if they're ready for round 2. Legion is ready on their side, making sure that the Rogue Knights have all their chat working. There's a lot of issues with chat bug right now. So definitely good first map. There's a lot of back and forth there, a lot of close plays, got a big plays. Obviously going to the well, there's a lot of boops going on there. Great positioning by both teams, moving around to different angles, being able to rotate well, responding to each other really well, back and forth. You know, it was a really close match first round around, and definitely Numbani is a much different map than anything 2CP from that standpoint. So as we get into this hybrid, the first take, and then moving into payload phase. So we have Legion on defense, and we'll have Rogue Knights on attack, and it looks like Rinse is having potentially a chat bug issue. Jeff just needs to fix his game. We did see some good Junkrat play. Nifty, I did those hooks. I definitely agree with you. I see you there in chat. A lot of good hooks from Solus on that. It was pretty insane, back and forth on there. And then that one hook that he got from across the map at max range was pretty crazy. Looks like everybody's good to go, so we'll move into our next map here. I hope Jeff's putting a lot of time into Junkrat for Overwatch 2, if he's spending all his time there now. Maybe that third mine or fourth mine. All right, we'll see what these two teams come up with for this map. I might got the feeling that you might see dive here by the Rogue Knights.
Ready for battle.
And you do. You see Ball and Winston with Rogue Dominoes, which is the last Brown. And going back, you guys see Rince on the Tracer. You got Red Dog on Junkrat with Sam on Pharah, Kenny on D.Va this time around. And Solus is going to be running the Rhine while Chaos is on the Mercy. And Arrow Undead, who had a big impact in our game against Legion with all of those eye fields, stopping all of our ults, mine in particular.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
No Nifty. That's toxic. Alright, so we got Knight pushing up again, and there's the dive in by Rogue E-Boy on the Winston. There's a lot of stuff happening around here. Red Dog's able to wear the Winston down, but Rince is able to get the Junkrat pick, and he's rezzed right back by Cat, and so Rogue Knights are back at full strength. Sam's floating around here on that Pharah. There's not a great counter on the side of Rogue Knights to be able to deal with her, but they probably are going to be able to wear her down without healing, and that's exactly what happens. With Night Starling getting the final pick there. Alright, we're going to see Last Brown pushing up on the Pharah, along with Night Starling. They're kind of pinning Legion back here and spawn. They'll see if they'll try to push through this or just kind of reset on the other side of the building here. Rince is here now also, and Chaos switched to the Mora, and he gets burned down up in front of the shield, and there goes Red Dog on the McCree. Legion should probably reset here on the other side of the building. They're going to get some long spawns here, so it's going to really impact this point. Last Brown still continuing to put more pressure on Solus on the Rhine, and there's just not much going on that can deal with this Pharah right now from the part of Legion until Red Dog gets back from spawn, and he is almost here. So he's taking some shots, and this allows the Knights to really push up halfway to the next point, and they've already got position here for the next dive as the payload comes up. That way they have the full team here to fight. Rince is taking some shots here on the tank, just feeding his ult because a bubble comes out from Kenny, who switched off the D.Va and on to the Zarya. Solus coming up here to try to make a stand. He's kind of tired of getting pushed back or waiting, but Red Dog goes down to that Pharah, and that's going to be... Here comes the barrage. Last Brown gets 2, and then the beat comes in from Night Starling. It's going to pretty much end that fight. So they're rocking and rolling pretty well here on this map, all the way into the end. We get the Pharah going around the back here with the damage boost, lighting him up. Still pretty much the McCree this time around, though Red Dog is able to make the Pharah, but Cat's able to res him because he falls on the high ground and there's nobody there. He's now taking shots at Cat on the Mercy. She's in Valk form and she's going to be able to get out there, but Pharah goes down again, but it might be enough. They've made enough space here. Cat's smart back there pushing on the payload to get that space and inching it all the way up. Ooh, big ult by Red Dog. He's going to take 3. The D.Va Bomb's going to get him, though, but that's pretty much going to be the fight for Legion on that one. And they're going to push up here. Sam now on the Reaper. She runs into the Pharah and wants no part of that. And now she's going to take the high ground position. The Pharah is up there also. She's going to run into him again and look to get away. Lucio's there to kind of help out a little bit. But the Rogue Knights are back set up here to push on payload again for this next team fight. Rince is taking that high ground, blinking to try to get back here on the back line. He's going to flank around now to the left side while the Pharah is right over top. Oh, lost the shatter there. Trying to get some kind of value before we made it to the end. Probably not much he could do, but... Ooh, and there goes Sam, gets shut down too on that one. So a little bit of a bump there at the end. Ran into a couple of ults. Red Dog on that McCree put a definitely dent in that, taking out half the team. And able to slow that push. So the Knights regrouped really well there, though, and was able to kind of push in over top with that Pharah. And they just, Red Dog did a good job trying to hang in there, but I think just you have to focus so much resources on bringing the Pharah down that the rest of the team is going to struggle to kind of keep up. And Reinhardt kind of got left out a couple of times on that on his own, and they were able to kind of push in and finish that off. All right. So 4 minutes left on the clock for Rogue Knights. That's a very strong time there, and we'll see what they're going to do on defense. I see a Torb. McFluff would be super proud of Rents right now if that is indeed what they're going to roll with, and it does look like Torb Ash. Maybe. And they're going to run dive defense here. It's something we've seen them do. Ash is in spawn still. Here he comes now.
5, 4, 3,
For
1.
Legion, you're going to see some Ryan and Kenny on the Hog this time around. Sam's going to do some hacking on Sombra. And Red Dog on that McCree still. Maybe he's expecting to have to face the Pharah again. Alright, so Legion's going to come high ground. They're going to run into that Torb turret. Good fire strike there. Catches Cat and the turret, I think, as they came across. They start to contest a little bit. But they're actually going to go up top and then try to push the Knights off. So we'll see how this fight goes. Last Brown's already seen it. Got the dynamite out there. I don't see anybody burning. Maybe Chaos got caught in that. But that looks like they're able to push the Knights off for the most part. But then Winston comes back to split the team, but gets countercharged by the Rhine there. Picks are about even, but I think that Legion might have the upper hand on this. Maybe. No, Knight has booped 2 off, and they're able to kind of take it back. Or just kill 2 people with the boops. And Rogue E-Boy resets with Baby D.Va. I'm not sure if you can actually count Knight Starling as support or not, because she's pretty much DPS Lucio, Reddit Lucio. A lot of picks coming through despite being on a support role. Alright, so Legion's going to take the low ground this time. They're going to right on the point and see if they can get the Knights to drop and contest, and they do drop, but it's Bob, along with a Winston diving in on the cover for that. So, ooh, let's get some picks there. Good play on the Ash, good play on the D.Va. And another solid hold. So we got 2 more minutes here by Legion to come in for probably 3 to 4 more pushes, depending on how long these take. You see this setup here for this dive defense that they've got the turret down on point. You got the Ash back here behind all this. So usually you have like an Ash that's split off on her own, and with a dive like this, you've got a lot of support over here with her. So, oh, there's a big hick on the Tor, but he's just going to pop the armor and use Molten Core, but gets stunned a bit. So he's able to separate the team off. That's something I've noticed that Rinsk is really good at. He did that a lot with the Mei ults that he used in the past during some of the league games I watched him play. You got Eldritch smacking things around with the Winston ult, but Kenny smacks him in the face with a headshot. It looks like that's going to still be enough, and they may get a stagger here on Chaos on the Moira. They do. So that might cost them a push there, and they're going to maybe get 1, maybe 1.5 if they're lucky on this. They've got a Reaper up here already, and that's going to be tough as Sam's kind of called out. Knights don't want to drop and give up that position, though, but Knight Starling is going to drop and come after her. They appear to be talking now. Oh, so she's the cooldown. That might be... nope, Knight's going to back out. A little fun there among friends. And now that we've got back here on the point, Legion's a little split here. They're kind of... The tanks are out here by themselves, and the Eldritch and the Torbs see that. Solus is going to give a charge on the D.Va here, but not demech them yet. The team's going to roll in and support and then burn the Rhine down. That's a big pick to get started. Sam's able to get Night Starling, but... oh, big hook. And here's a D.Va bomb. Those ults might... Yep, they are going to be enough to keep it, as the Roadhog cannot get back to point on that. So the Road Knights are able to shut Legion down here on the first point without them being able to take the payload for a ride. So we're going to even it out here 1-1 and watch Red Dogs play the game on the McCree. So I think he knew he was going to be going down to that D.Va bomb. Nothing he could do about that unless somebody else dropped a shield for him. But was able to take out 3, and it did stop that push. So this time around, all the cards are red except for Solus's damage block on the Rhine. Cat's 28 defensive assists. Rince's 28 kills there on the Torb and also the Tracer, I think. He played the first time around, and then Night Starling with another card on the other team this time. So that evens the score up 1-1, and we're going to head to one of the most terrible maps, Temple of Anubis. And I am going to swap teams around this time. Maybe in Overwatch 2, swap all will actually swap all instead of just the 6 lineups and not the team names or anything else that's useful. Night Starling trying to decide which icon she's going to use there. Maybe a little bit of an identity crisis on her part. Alright, so we're going to switch over and get subs now. Eldritch is going to stay in. Bees is going to come into the game, I think, here for E-Boy. So Bees are also known as Rogue Lolly. Chaotic's going to come in for Rince. Cat's going to go out for this one. And in comes Rogue Tentacle, known as Star to most people. And then just when you think you're over the corona, he comes back. Alright, so let me check the chat. Night Starling is going to actually flip over. Oh, I put lower guys on both teams. Red team. Alright, so then I've had the Rogue Knights on red for 2 games. I'm going to be confused as we're switching over to blue. And Legion's going to take the red. on poor attack. Legion is good to go. Kat's going to ask her team because she's setting out. And if you missed that earlier with the Senior McFluff war cry to their spawn in honor of the Torb, I'm sure. Gonna see him, I think, Friday night in the Watchpoint Scrim that we've got going on. So he's gotten signed up. So great match so far, as both teams are even things out. Knights look a lot stronger there on Numbani, and in Legion definitely had the edge there on Ilios winning 3 times. And it looks like they're all good to go. So we're going to jump in and see what the teams have for us for Anubis.
Now entering the temple of Anubis.
Well, like Numbani says, another map you can get stalled out on this first point sometimes, and sometimes it's a super quick cap. It seems like the games tend to even out for the second point, as you get such a spawn advantage for the defense. Got them running back, streaming back in a lot of times, so have to have a concerted effort to kill everybody at once, be able to get that take, and even then they can usually get back and keep you at only 2 tick. So we'll see here if Rogue Knights are going to run dive again. We've seen it already, and it looks like they are going to go double shield with Baptiste Mercy, and then Chaotic's going to be playing some Junkrat, and Last Brown is going to be probably perched up here with the Ashe. So we got 2 on the perch up here. We've got Star on the Baptiste and Les Brown on the Ashe. And then we got the 2 shields pushed up, and then Chaotic's out here trying to get some sneaky ult charge, maybe get a pick right out of spawn with the Mercy pocket here. Now they are coming with a Pharah, and he is not going to get away. Not so sure about that, as Sam finishes them off. But Rogue Dominoes comes back with the pick on Kenny. That's a big pick, and then puts a dynamite on to Chaos. He's going to die to Night Starling, who knows can push him off that high ground. And she's going to come back get him after Cat resin, or I'm sorry, Yellow resin the first time. Legion doing some work down here on the ground. They're pushing in. There's a Chaotic is back now on the Junkrat. It's a 3-3 with the Baptiste. But they've got the Pharah hanging over them with Kenny here. He's probably going to burn them all down. There's a good lamp, but Legion makes quick work of it. Chaos is trapped, but there's just a Mercy really there, and the Baptiste to follow up. Kenny takes out the last 2 supports, and is going to put a little bit of pressure back on Rogues on the next point, and to make sure they go back and just wait for him on point 2. Kenny moving in quickly here. Rogue Knights really just have, I guess, the Ashe Baptiste to really kind of deal with, and then the Sigma can definitely help with that shield, but they're using it kind of as the main shield here and working it in with Orisa. Big pick there on the Rhine. As Chaos goes down from Last Brown. Sam's burning her all on point, and she's put a lot into it, but they were able to kind of heal through it, and they're going to turn Legion's push back here as Rogue Lolly pushes Night Starling out. Gets that last kill. The Eldritch is on the Sigma this time around, and Bees is on the Orisa. They're putting a lot of damage in here to the shield. And also the Zarya bubble looked like there for a second. Chaos is moving around, but there's a Junkrat up here. He's going to take out the Pharah. That's a big pick. And then Arrow's going to use the beat here. I don't know, with losing a teammate, that's a great play. And they're going to get a counter push here. A lot of ults being invested by Legion. I mean, oh, that grab, that may be enough to get a tick or 2. Great play there by Red Dog. Counter push here by Legion to be able to stop before they get to that. I'm sorry about Rogue Knights to be able to stop them maybe, but no, Legion is kind of fighting back here. That lamp lived a long time, and now Kenny's back though. And this might do it. I think it is going to do it. Yeah, Kenny's going to get 2 at the spawn doors. So pretty convincing push there and take by Legion.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match.
All right, so great push by Legion on both points, really. They weren't able to really deal with the Pharah too much, and then they did. They had some ults to kind of counterbalance that, stay in the fight, be able to get him back in the mix. I think that really pick onto the Junkrat who was out front here. Maybe got things kind of tilted backwards, and Rogue Knights were playing off their heels a little bit there after that, and down 5v6. Star hung around a long time with the Baptiste Ifield, being able to kind of keep things going for the Rogues and keep them in it there. But ultimately Legion, able to kind of push through that. They got to point 2. Looked like the Rogue Knights were able to push them back there for a little bit. The Orisa ult came out, kind of pushed Legion back, but Legion had a few ults of their own to be able to sustain. Arrow popped the beat, which kind of gave them second life around there, able to get the team healed back up, and by that time Kenny got back, and then they just kind of wore them down at that point. 2 ticks off that grab by Red Dog also. I think the Knights were kind of giving them some space there, trying to regroup and trying to get set up, try to deal with some of the ones who were kind of out on their own, which is a smart play. And then they were able to use that grab to keep them off point for almost 2 ticks. So we're going to see Kenny on some Junkrat here. That side room. Junkrats love it when you go in that side room. 6K tires for days over there. Alright, so big pick there by Dominoes on the Nice Starling. There's another one on Arrow. So Legion's down 2. They've got 3 pushing in that room, but they've also got the Pharah here kind of putting a lot of pressure back on them that way. Do they have enough to get that Roadhog down? You have to kill him like 14 times. He has infinite health. Nice plays by Chaotic there on the Pharah. He gets the 3. Kenny's able to pick Rogue Lolly off, and then Nice Starling comes back and is able to get that Pharah from up top. Yellow gets a res in. And you get the Widow. Great play on Widow here by Last Brown. Got a number of picks, able to pick Kenny off there. He's going to get like instant spawn there, the way they changed the spawns now. Once you lose the first point. Baptiste is on the perch here. Kenny thinking about flanking. Rogue Knights though on the right here, coming all the way around. They've got like 5v3 on the front line. Big charge of Ryan. I don't know if he'll be able to get out. Let's see. Will Chaos? No, he won't. Into that room, there's not much your team can do to help. They weren't really with him in there. So let's see if Knights are able to push in. There's a big shatter. They got Nice Starling, but a field comes out. Ooh, Chaotic comes in with the back, but the ult from Red Dog got help from his teammates on that. And while Chaotic was able to get the Baptiste, I think that ult by Red Dog is going to be enough to hold him back. Alright, we'll see the push here by the Knights. There's a grab. Here comes the Junkrat tire being countered, but then also Dragons too. Let's see, can they clean them up here? That Roadhog just takes so much investment to get down. They're able to check Baptiste off. Here comes Chaos charging in, gets counter charged though. Big shatter by Chaos there. Huge plays. The Knights, though, able to maintain. In jumps Red Dog on the Winston to try to get a little bit of stall in that corner. They're swinging on the Baptiste. Field comes in and runs right into a big shatter by Eldritch. Now they're coming out from the other side. Charge in off the point by Chaos. It's going to leave them open, though, for Chaotic to do some cleanup here with that Pharah. And Kenny on the Junkrat. I'm not sure. Can he take him down? He's getting pushed off. I don't think so, no. So the Knights able to take it. Legion did it 42 seconds faster, but still a great fight by both teams there. Looking good.
Initiating match.
So we'll go into overtime here. Checking the pause.
Ready for battle.
Alright, so we've got Phoenix on the Echo at the moment. We'll see if that sticks. Kenny has switched to the Genji this time around. And we got Arrow. Nope, he's going to go the Ashe. Changed his mind. Arrow's bringing out Zenyatta here on defense. We'll see if that's enough heals. It should be, as long as they kill them faster.
Is it cold in here?
And we've got Mercy Lucio with the Widow Echo. And then 2 tanks. Tanks are going to be a little bit on their own here, so we'll see if they'll actually go. They'll probably go the right-hand turn, I would think, with the Lucio. If this DPS is not going to be with them, but nope. They're going to go left. Thinking about going left. So we got 4 over here. Both supports pushing out. Ooh, big aggressive push by Eldritch on that Rhine. And they've already got Eldritch down and right back up from the Resum Star. He's playing Mercy this time around. Chaotic Phoenix is a lot there to deal with on that Echo, though, and Night Starling's trying to stay alive, but Chaotic tracks her down and ends it with the right hand. So quick take there by Rogue Knights. Eldritch on the Rhine, playing super aggressive, pushing in with that 4-stack. Night Starling's able to get a quick pick on the Widow here on Last Brown. I don't think they have res up, or don't want to use it, so they're going to wait for him to come back. They weren't very far into that push. A lot of time running off, though. It's probably going to cost like 25, 30 seconds here, maybe before they get back and actually can get engage again. And they've only got 1 more minute here to push into second point. So that was a big stagger by Night Starling to start that fight. Oh, they run into a Bastion here. I didn't see that switch by Kenny. Oh, but they dealt with it very easily as they charged through. And Chaotic's got his Rhine ult with the Echo. He wants to shatter, but there's no one here to shatter, so he's just going to go look at their spawn, and the Knights are going to take point 2 super quickly. Outside of that stagger and a smart move there to kind of wait for the reset, that was really the only thing that slowed him down there. Running into the surprise Bastion might throw a lot of teams, but Rogue Knights, I think, are pretty experienced in dealing with it.
Initiating match.
I believe they saw it before even I did. Alright, let's see if Legion can answer.
Ready for battle.
Let me check a setting real quick.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
There you go, Iceman. I see that in the chat. I want to see a little bit of the first person view. And Chaotic over here on the Junkrat this time around. Last Brown up here on the Ashe. Beezer up here perched with the D.Va. And we're going to see that dive defense for the Rogue Knights. Alright, so we're going to be pushing in here. Oh, follow Chaos here on the Rhine. See, he runs into some damage right off the bat for Rogue Knights. They're going to back up here. Call-outs behind as they go to deal with the monkey who's already gotten away. Let's see if Chaos can get away from this. Nice stalling up here. Trying to deal with the Mercy. A lot going on there, though. And now there's a monkey here to deal with. Oh, quick pick there, though. Oh, super quick. Alright, Red Dog takes him down there to be able to get point one.
You feel that?
Alright, so you see Kenny up on point two waiting. It's kind of coming around for the flank. The Rogue Knights are set up high here on the high ground. Junkrat tire. Big picks too for Chaotic. Great shutdown there on that first push by the Rogue Knights. So we'll follow Star here on the Mercy. She's gonna boost the Junkrat here. Got the Valk coming in. Dragon's coming in from Night Starling there. Able to get the Lucio. That's a big pick, but I think Star's going to be able to res it. Yes, she does get it off. And it looks like Kenny and Sam are the last ones, so we'll see if they're able to get one more push here. It looks like Rogue Knights are going to be able to take this unless some sort of miraculous take with this last 13 seconds here happens. 2 ults, including the beat, is available. Oh, there's a big pick though, right off. But Chaos is trapped and gets a good bunch of those mayhem. And we got Bob on point. Legion is getting a few picks here though. Oh, D.Va just gets demected. She gets her ult. And yeah, Legion looks like they're gonna get it done here. Let's see. Big stall there by Yellow, and he does get the beat off. Wow, that was a long way to go for that. But it's a huge play as he's gonna be able to stagger it out and maybe get his teammates back. Big D.Va bomb takes down that Roadhog, who's super hard to kill. Shatter runs into his own May wall though. Chaos goes down, that's big. Phoenix is able to get the healer. Let's see, they just need to deal with this May and Reaper. Oh, he has, but they're able to take him out. And now it's just May and Mora. Yeah, and the Rogue Knights are able to hold on. Wow. Really close there from Legion. Let's see who's got the play. And it's a Junkrat play from Chaotic. Oh, I didn't notice the arrow used her ult there too in that. Let's It's going to be 2 picks plus. That would have been a big ult there for the last fight for Legion. Big numbers on the cards. Sam with 14k healing, and then the rest of the cards go to the Knights with Beezer's 30 objective kills, 41 in limbs. Eldritch is topping him by 1, and then Star has 32 defensive assists. So with that match out of the way, and another one for the Rogue Knights will go up 2-1. That was really some incredible matches tonight. Super close. Lots of good team fights. A lot of action back and forth there. And we'll move on to map 4, which is going to be Rialto. So I'll switch the teams back up again for this one last time. And then we'll get over to the subs. Expected a good fight from these teams, and that's exactly what we're seeing so far. And we'll get into these last ones here. So Eldritch is staying in on tank. Beast is going to be in for Sean. He had to leave. Nation's going to come in. Rinse is going to come in also, I think, for Chaotic. Cat and Yellow are going to be the healers, so we're going to take Star back to spectators. And I will see Night Star is going to stay with Legion. Red Dog's going to come out, and we're going to go to Rialto. Check with the captains here. Legion is ready. And both teams are ready, so we'll head on into Rialto. 2-1 Rogue Knights. I think it's technically, if a Rogue Knight win here, they would give them the match win tonight. But I think teams are still planning on playing all 5. We've got Busan left after this. Lots of boats here on Rialto. So this spot here is an area where Night Starling likes to go swimming. I've seen her dive in here 2 or 3 different times. in the past. Seems to be particularly one of her favorites, and not really seen her on the other sides or other parts of the water. But this particular spot here, she likes to dive in with Lucio. Even though he's a frog, apparently he can't swim because he goes back to spawn every time she does it. Alright, so for the Rogue Knight's attack, we've got Eldritch on Rhine, Bees on Zarya, Nations on Pharah, and Rents on McCree. Cat's running the Mercy, and yellow is going to be on the Lucio.
1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, so Legion defense, we got Solus
The payload.
on main tank with Chaos on support. Kenny's running his Ash. And we've already got a pick. Chaos has already taken Nation down. So we got the going to Nation gets res, comes over, puts pressure on Kenny off that high ground. Sam is running the Junkrat, trying to put pressure on Shield. Nice throwing, able to put Beezer into the river that time. Sam picks off Eldritch. Kenny gets Cat. Nation's still back there doing damage, but Kenny turns around and gets him, and then also Rince is able to pick off Night Starling, which might be a big pick here for this next fight if Rose get back out, because it's such a long spawn for Night Starling to get back. So we're fighting 6v5 as the Rogue Knights move up. Nation back here putting the damage in on with the pharmacy. Rogue Knight's moving the payload along. This first corner here can be a little bit difficult. They're finally able to clean up everybody on the side of Legion as Arrow goes down last. So they're going to push ahead here and try to make some space as Legion comes back. You've got Sam on the high ground along with Kenny there, and they're going to wait for the team a little bit. Kenny's going to look for that Pharah, see if he can put some damage in. Gets a shot on Nation, gets some dynamite onto Nation, and Nation's going after him now. Cat's going after him now. There's two of them, DPS, and then Cat is the one that takes him down. McCree's out here from Rince, and then Sam's going to pop. She can't find the team, but she does end up getting Beezer down there. Cat's going to res it. That's going to be the team kill for Rogue Knights, and they're going to take point 1. So you've got Kenny and Sam here to help. She switched over to the Hanzo to try to help with the Pharah, but the Rogue Knights are just pushing all the way up, almost to the end of point 2, while Cat holds down the payload in the back. Nation's coming around, going to go above. He's actually going to come back. The team's going to regroup on the payload, try to get advanced here. So they made a lot of space there with Legion, with that long spawn coming back, but I think they want to regroup with the team here and make sure they're able to advance the payload and not get caught out without a heals. So they're going to start this fight. Night Starling using beat. Then there's a big shatter by Solus, but then the Grav here counters it really well, and then Nation's going to come in with a big barrage and take down the main tank and one of the primary supports there for Legion. Arrow's out here trying to stall, pops an ult. Gonna get Eldritch's shield though, and not much else. So this time Rogue Knights are able to push up like they wanted to that first time around. There's only about 3 people from Legion here to meet them this time. And there's a shatter. Did not get anybody, I don't think. Eldritch went for it. Now he's going to just charge in to see if he can get somebody that way. But Nation's going to help kind of clean things up as there's so much chaos going on with this tank line, putting pressure back. Legion's kind of on their heels here a bit. Not really able to find an answer for Nation with Cat giving him the pharmacy protection, keeping the damage boost and the heals going. Kenny's trying to focus them down, but they're just not able to, even with the D.Va and even with Kenny's hit scan. And here comes McCree. Oh wow, that boot might have helped there. as he's able to get 3 on that angle, and those are some big picks. But Night Starling only one on payload, and Cat's come back to try to take her out. None of the rest of the team is pushing, and the Legion's able to get back there, even though almost a near team wipe. Night Starling living up to her name, Night Stalling, as she then pops the beat, picks up 4 of the teammates in it, and they're able to get a lot of sustain here. So kind of single-handedly stalling out the point there. And now Rogue Knights are going to back off after Rince goes down, and they're going to kind of reset here. Ooh, Nation with a late stagger there. Arrow able to outlast him with her hit points and her DMs. So that's going to cost some time. That is a big stagger on Nation, and then it was also that beat and that hold there by Night Starling. And it maybe cost almost up to 2 minutes on this push by the time they re-engage here and get the payload going again. Rogue Knights have all the ults though, except for Solas's Shatter. So we'll see if they're able to make some space with that. And there's the Shatter, gets 3, and they're able to clean up 1. Oh, there's a Diva Bomb. Oh, 2 more are going to go down as Cat and Nation are not able to get out. So Legion going to shut that one down too. Spawn advantage here, obviously, for the defending team as you get to the end of the point. Not unlike most hauled payload maps at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like Sam has gone Bastion. And then here comes all the ults from... Wow! Big holds there initially, that eye field from Chaos that time. But then after it's all said and done, everybody's still low that's still in the eye field, and Rogue Knights are able to fend it off with only losing yellow there on the Lucio, and Cat gets the res bout. So coming into the final fight, you've got 2 ults. You got Bob, it's going to help here for sure with Kenny, and there he comes already. Now he's onto the Rhine, so well, he is able to get the value on that. And there's another beat just before Rince pulps that ult. I don't know. Yeah, not able to get that because most of the team was down and there wasn't a lot of distractions there for Rince on that McCree. So now it looks like maybe Eldritch is going to have his ult, and I think that might be it for the Rogue Knights here on this last fight. While Chaos has still got his for Legion on the Baptiste. 45 seconds to get to the end. It looks like it's going to be closer, an overtime play as they wait for Yellow to come back on the Lucio before the team moves. Good discipline on the part of Rogue Knights here, not staggering in. And we see Rince, who used that ult, switch over to the Doomfist here. And Nation's on to the Reaper. Big Shatter. No, I don't see anybody go down. No, Bastion goes. They are able to get to him. Big Shatter there by Solus, though, and he's going to take out Cat. That's a big pick onto both supports for Rogue Knights are down, and there comes a Diva Bomb. Doesn't get anybody, but it clears payload. And Legion holds. So the door is open here for Legion to even out the series tonight.
Initiating match.
Being just short of completion by Rogue Knights. A big stall again. Night Starling there. And they just weren't able to kind of regroup and get another good push in from that point on. We'll see what Legion can do.
Ready for battle.
A lot of damage
Incoming in
to the surroundings here of Rialto from this first team fights. But remarkably, the upper balcony here is largely intact. I'd be willing to bet it probably doesn't stay that way. Alright, so we're going to see D.Va and Orisa. Soldier, Ashe, Mercy, and Lucio. And we're going to see Kenny's Doomfist with Sam's Pharah. Arrow's D.Va. Solus is on the Sigma, and Chaos is Mercy with Nice Starling's Lucio. Set up here really strong in this top left corner with both supports around Rince, who's on the Ashe. Big boops by Yellow. Gets 3, including Nice Starling, who is back in that same water that she loves so much. Yellow coming through with big boots tonight on that Lucio. Got 2 on Ilios well. Big punch on the Cat from Kenny, but not able to find a wall there, so she lives through it. Rogue Knights are going to back up and then use that D.Va bomb. That might, yeah, that's going to get 2. So main support and main tank, I guess, this time around for Sigma as they're running the D.Va as the other off tank. And the Knights are going to push up, try to get some staggers here and clean this up, and they do. That's really good aggressive play there. Going to stall out the rest of the team. Going to back that payload up, maybe back to this corner as far as this corner here. Going to be hard to make their way back here too. There's no cover from the payload like you get when you start this map out. So a lot of empty space. They got a Junkrat coming around behind, and I don't think anybody's going to see him. So he's going to probably get some value coming up here. Let's see what Sam. Oh, nope. Now the Ashe sees him. Oh, she binds into the wall though. Goes the wrong direction. Is surrounded by red team. But the Legion is able to get some picks, so just Bob here to stall things out for a bit. Kind of a short spawn for the defense on this side, so they're kind of moving from having spawn advantage to having the defense have it. Eldritch is already putting pressure into Kenny and bullets into Kenny here. Let's see if they're going to be able to move up and contest here. It may take... I don't know if they're going to make it. I think they might be going to give it up here. Oh, here they come. Night Starling used the ult and died. I'm not sure if she's able to got any team or not. There's a counter ult from Soldier. He's going to go down to Sam's Junkrat. Love to see the Junkrat aggressively go after that ult. Anytime you hear the Genji ult, Soldier ult, it's time to unload the cooldowns. So Rogue Knight's able to push now. Legion has a long way to go to get back to the payload, but they've kind of found a couple of people on their own back here. Here comes a Junkrat tire from Sam, and Yellow's able to take that one down. Legion is kind of getting pinched a little bit here from sides, but that D.Va bomb is going to clear some space, only to be answered by Yellow's beats. Great play by Yellow tonight on Lucio. It's been very impressed. Nice Starling obviously known for her Lucio play, but Yellow is getting it done. And here's a big bomb by D.Va, able to get the shield up. Big stall here on Rialto. Bob is out and in that mix flying as well, though. Legion's on the point. Got to maintain presence here by Rogue Knights. Let's see if they're able to do that or not. Don't think it's going to happen, and Legion's going to get it. No, not Yellow says not yet. Takes a couple more seconds. Gets it almost to overtime. Legion's able to push it over the line though. So Nation's gone back to the Pharah here. And they don't have a DPS answer really for that on the part of Legion right now. So we'll see if Kenny goes to switch. He does not do that, and it looks like Sam is gonna stay on Junkrat also. They do have the D.Va, and there's not a lot of room right here yet for Nation to have room to work on the Pharah, but he is going to get a lot of open space here in just a second if they move under the arches. So right here you got Rogue Knights with the high ground, they've got the Pharah, and then you're going to use the Lucio ult here to try to get some space and make some headway on Rogue Knights. Good positioning up there by Rents. I'm not sure they can see him or do anything about him. You've got two on the other team below him. Kenny's getting value from it. Ooh, that tire just misses Cat. That was Chaos, I think, maybe. And Kenny's gonna use the slice and dice and get nobody, and there's a potential great hold here by Rogue Knights going through those DPS ults. Diva doesn't get anybody. Chaos falls off. I'm guessing into the water. Didn't see exactly where he was at. Ooh, the Sigma ult though does get 3, doesn't end anybody. Legion's up making some space here though. But Bob's in the back. He's gonna hold things, gets booped over in front of payload. Oh, and Rogue Knights are able to hold, so that's a big stagger on tonight. That's gonna be tough without the Lucio speed to get back to. And Legion is gonna need her beat here at the end if they have any hopes of probably getting this across the finish line. Rince is out there picking on the Junkrat and Sam. Saw her health dip there a little bit. They're gonna back up here though, play super tight on this last point with Rince kind of split off, and Solus on Sigma already sees it. Big fire strike there by Eldritch. Cat reses Rince. There's Nation's ult and the beat by Night Starling. Legion's able to get back to point. I think they're getting worn down though. That supercharger is going to be tough to overcome here. I don't know if they even have any DPS left. Shatter into shield, I think there. There's a big charge by Eldritch. They're going to play aggressive here, trying to finish everybody off, get them off payload. Nation's now on top of payload there. Night Starling is really the only one as Chaos is trying to pocket her. Now Arrow's moved up. There's a res by Cat in the middle of all that onto Rince. Sam's able to get a pick there on Rince though. And got her tire. Oh, just between two shields though. And doesn't take the Rhine out. But Kenny gets another Bob. That might do it. That might be enough here. I think it's gonna be. And Legion again with another last second take. Nobody left but Nation necessarily to stall it out. I think he's gonna drop back and they're gonna play for this last point of a minute 28. Alright, so we get a game here. It looked like Legion, and they've done that twice tonight. Once on Anubis and once here. They seem to be clutch when the time's running out of the clock, and we'll see if they can get it over this line. All they got to do is pass where Rogue Knights have got it. They've got a minute to do that. Rogue Knights with 3, probably 4, maybe 5 or 6 ults, it looks like, and then Knights got beat again to go with Solus's. There's a shatter by B, so he goes down though. Nation there comes up big, gets 3, including Kenny. That might do it here. He's trying to get the stagger onto Chaos as he's balking back to spawn. Rince is pushed up here trying to get a pick, but here comes all of Legion with the full force of Lucio's speed boost to get back, and Knight's able to pick him another DPS pick on support by Night Starling as she runs Rince down. May have been pushed out a little too far. The team's going to back up here and try to tunnel them here and focus the fire in because they're 5v6, trying to buy time to get Rince back. There comes the ult. Now they're going to engage. There comes Kenny's Bob behind. The Rogue Knights able to get a lot of picks there. Huge plays by the counter Bob from Rince. And Rogue Knights take it. Super close there at the end again. And they'll go up 3-1.
Play of the game.
And we're going to see Yellow's triple, I think, here. As he's going to send 3 swimming. Huge plays. Huge plays. All right, so we got cards are 50-50 this time. Nice toy with 31 sound barriers. Cat with over 20,000 healing. Rinse with almost 19,000 damage. And Arrow. Nice objective time of 5 minutes and 17 seconds. All right, so we'll move on to our last map of the night. Great matchup if you're joining us. Rogue Knights are up 3-1 after Rialto here going into Busan. I'm not going to switch teams around. Need to go over here and grab the subs I see from Rogue Knights. Cat's going to come out for the last map. Night Starling is going to switch allegiance again. We're going to see Last Brown. I thought, I didn't have him on spectator. And Rinse on DPS. And Nation's going to come out. Last Brown's going to come back in. Lolly, Juggernaut. Corona's going away again. Seems like a cycle. Corona comes, Corona goes. Stars coming back in here for some Busan. And I think that looks like everybody is good on the Rogue Knight side. And we'll move into the last final map tonight. These two teams are bringing everything tonight. A lot of good play on both sides. A lot of crazy ults, a lot of crazy picks. Legion is ready on their side. Just waiting for the okay from Cat. Known as Rogue Daxus? Duck Sauce? I think it's Duck Sauce. I think that's how you pronounce it. Rogue Duck Sauce. Just kind of using it phonetically there. And they're ready to go.
Now traveling to Busan. Initiating launch.
So we'll see Sanctuary first from these two teams tonight. see, we'll see the dive once again from Rogue Knights.
Ready for battle.
Alright, so it looks like we're actually going to see it from Legion this time, and from Rogue Knights, so we're going to see some dive v dive. So Sam's going to be running Lucio for Legion this time.
5, 4,
Solus is going to be on the Moira.
round 1. Capture the objective.
And we're going to see some Junkrat and Kenny's Doomfist here versus Rince is Tracer and Last Brown's McCree. You saw there at the top of the screen, Eldritch was waiting for a target there to kind of show itself on the Winston. Dove in, tried to get the Junkrat there. Gonna back off a little bit here. Star on the Mercy keeping them up. Night Starling's gonna back off with the team here as... Wow. Ooh, there's a big boop on that play there by Sam. Fearless in the face of that ultimate McCree. Maybe have saved her team. I don't know if he had an angle to get very many on that or not, but she made sure by pushing him back behind the wall. We got a switch here from Rents onto the Pharah this time. So I think that's 3 different people who played Pharah tonight for Rogue Knights. And we see Last Brown on the Reaper this time. Nice Starling in contesting on her own though. And Solus with the Moira able to lock on and take her down. Good turn and focus there on Kenny. And there's Rince getting 2. And himself. So that's really, I think that counts as 3. That's a 3K. And Knights, I think, are going to be able to push in and take this back as they can just chase that Lucio down. Good pull there by Bees on Orisa, and they're able to finish him off with the damage boost from Star. And they'll push up. Not giving any space here, as Legion is out to a 60 to 11 lead, 15 lead here. DPS more at Orb comes in. Legion will kind of reset a little bit. Really aggressive play there by Solus, pushed up here with Chaos, charges right into Fortify. And they'll put a lot of damage into that shield and back Legion off a bit. And there's an ult by Sam, and oh, that Diva Bomb goes right into the wall there. I don't think that was the plan from Arrow, unfortunately. There's a Sigma ult to counter things. Oh, down goes Chaos. Arrow's gonna get picked here. And man, there's just not an answer for this far, I don't think, here from Rogue Knights. Red Dog switches to Reaper. Arrow switches to the Hog. Sam's on Ana now, and then Kenny is still charging up ult on the Ashe. Alright, so we'll see this push as Legion approaches, how Rogue Knights are going to engage them. Last time moving up, I think there was a good play there. They're going to let Last Brown try to get some value. He does pick Kenny, but then Arrow's able to hook him and take him out with Sam's help. Sam's going to go down though to Beez's Orisa. They're going to drop Supercharger here. Solus, yeah, he's probably a little too overextended on that one. Bad positioning there in front of the tanks. And Rince making him pay. Solo ult onto Kenny and a little bit onto Bob. Sam's not able to touch there. Got a little bit of a boop and a pushback from Knight and maybe the Far also. And a good first round take there by Rogue Knights. So we head downtown. A win here would pretty much give the Rogue Knights the 4-1 on the night, and they would take to Busan, or Legion will send it to map 3. Alright, let's see how Legion comes out this time. No Lucio this time around. They got Sam on Zen and Solus on the Mora. You get Sniper set up in the high ground there from Last Brown. And then Rince is main with the Widow. Kenny picks off Last Brown here though, and that's going to send Eldritch back to point to get some heals as both of the Rogue DPS are down from Legion. Chaos is getting aggressive here, knocks D.Va out of mech. Red Dog takes out Night Starling, and Arrow finishes off the baby D.Va and her counterpart. So just got Eldritch here, he's trying to avoid, the old charge and the stagger, but not too much of a delay from behind this team. The new Discord is rough when that's on you. You marked for death. Early pick there on to Rince, and Red Dog's going to pop the Junkrat tire, getting stuck on the sign, finds its way up, and explodes the Last Brown. It's Ash. That stagger's going to cost some time. In the meantime, the Rogue Knights are going to jump up and take that high ground away, but Junkrat's not so sure he wants to give it up, and he's able to get the DMech there. While Chaos on the low ground is able to pick up Night Starling with the Fire Strike.
This will heal you.
And then there goes Rince on the right hand from D.Va. I get stuck in the glass. So Last Brown out here on the flank, getting pressured by the D.Va. He backs off into the team down, he's back on the flank, and then Red Dog says, not twice. So there is a trance by Sam. Both support ults coming out here by Legion. I'm not sure about that. Maybe he saw something I didn't. And big tire by Red Dog, getting the back of Rogue Knight's line there. Charged by Eldritch, but they're just going to kind of burn everybody down here. Bob's going to not even make it onto point. Counter Bob. Bob v Bob violence here. The Rogue Knights are able to take this back. Wow. That was a surprising take. I thought Legion was in the driver's seat there at the end and was maybe going to take that 100-0, but great take back.
My will made real.
So ults for this fight, you get Chaos's Shatter. And there it is. He goes off the top ropes, shatters and pins Night Starling. That's big picks to start that with. But then a grab. Let's see if they can get the value on it. Kenny's Pharah, though, helping fend some of that off. They're trying to track him down. And when they found him, it's almost too late. Last Brown trying to stall things out there. And now you have Night stalling. Doing what she does best. Allows the ball to get back. She's unreal. And they hold. So Night Starling's now done it once for each team. Holding the payload for Legion. And this time holding the point for Rogue Knights. Legion is going to get one more chance here. They're at 99. If they can get some picks, get on point. But no. Bees takes 2 down. Star cleans up Sam. There's a hack onto Chaos. He's not going to enjoy that treatment. And there's a big ult by Kenny that takes out Night Starling, but that's just the only one, and then all the other ults come out. And Rogue Knights rally back, take Busan 2-0, and take tonight's series 4-1.
Play of the game.
So we'll see Rince here on the Pharah. Didn't even need to use the barrage with that supercharger there.
Thank you, thank you.
Cards this time from Sam Kenny and Chaos, and then Rince with 22 elims. Stepping up big there for the Rogue Knights. On that Pharah, I think that helped sort of shift the tide there early on. Kenny tried it there, also kind of moved it back in the other direction a little bit, but that stall by Night Starling once again. All right, that will do it for tonight. Great matchup between these two teams. Lots of people for Rogue Knights being rotated in there. Great team play as always we see from them. Legion, though, not to be undersold. They really battled it out. A lot of the maps they were up on, and a lot of maps they were super close at the end there on some of the payloads, and just really all around a great matchup. So I think that'll do it for tonight. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for being in the stream, everybody. And come back on Friday night for our 6v6 scrim. And then if you're around the Discord tomorrow, we're going to be getting together in some quick plays in 6v6 or 6 stacks. Good games. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.